Hello and welcome everybody to this hamstring focused stretching routine. You're going to start by laying on your back, bringing one leg up towards the sky. From here we're going to do little crunches, flexing the foot towards the head as hard as you can for 20 reps. This should feel a nice stretch at the back of your hamstring each time you crunch up towards your leg. Thinking a nice flex with the feet. An option here to also hold the head, supporting the neck as you go through these movements. Good. Switching sides, bringing your opposite leg up and going for another 20 reps here. Feeling a little bit of engagement through your core. As you're doing this, really focus on keeping the knee nice and straight and extended the whole time. Good, and relaxing the leg down. You're going to come up into a standing position any way that you please. From here we're going to bend over, grabbing the ankles with the knees slightly bent. From here, extending and bending the knees up and down in this position. If you struggle to grab your ankles, you can always place your hands on an elevated surface such as yoga blocks. Even a chair or a couch can work good for this as well. Really just working at your level. If you can grab the ankles here, really pulling your chest in. Right, and holding here. So just relaxing with the legs extended, staying in this position. Nice slow deep breaths, really letting the hamstrings just relax and release. And slowly making your way up into a standing position. Shaking off the legs. We're going to do this one more time. This is me turning around, giving a bit of a different view. We're going to do another 10 bend and extensions in this position. And again, you can always have your hands on an elevated surface if you cannot grab the ankles. Really enjoying the nice hamstring stretch every time you extend that leg out. And holding here. Again, nice slow, even breaths. Focusing on a long exhale out to really relax the body into the stretch. Nice. And when you're ready, in this position you can rock slightly back and forth, placing the weight into your toes and then driving it back into the heels to slightly feel a different stretch in this position. And then when you're ready, making your way up to a standing position. We're going to do a leg extension, lifting the leg up in front of you as high as you can, holding for 10. We're going to do 10 pulses, so pulsing the leg up for 10. And then on the very 10th rep, we're going to hold that position, lifting the leg up within your capacity lifting, lifting, and then placing the foot back onto the ground. From here, sending the hips back into a single leg hamstring stretch. In this position, you can always modify it by lifting your chest higher up, placing your hands on an elevated object. To intensify it, you can do it like I am doing here, pulling the hands towards the back heel. Just enjoying the hamstring stretch here. You're going to extend and bend the back leg 10 times here, really sinking into that stretch each time you bend the back leg. As you straighten, pushing the weight over towards the front leg. And making your way up to a standing position. We're going to do this leg hold on the other side now, lifting it up and pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holding. Really squeezing that quad. Think of lifting up towards the sky, bring the chest up. And then from here, placing the foot back down, relaxing into that single leg hamstring stretch. Making sure that back leg is bent in this position. Feeling the whole body relax. We're going to go into those bend and extensions of the back leg in just a minute. Good, and then here we go, bending that back leg and extending. Really focus on shifting the weight forward as you extend that back leg, pushing into that hamstring stretch. Doing 10 reps here. And then making your way back up into a standing position, rolling up through your spine, shaking the legs off. We're going to go into a seated forward fold, so bringing your legs forwards. To modify this, you can always place a yoga block underneath your butt to lift the hips, making this easier. If not, we're going to do 20 pulses here, reaching the hands forwards 20 times. Thinking of reaching in front of your toes and extending through the spine as much as you can here. Little contractions forwards, and then once you've done these, placing the hands on the ankles or the heels and pulling yourself down into this seated hamstring stretch. Allowing your lower back to relax. Thinking of lengthening the head towards the feet in this position. Breathing in nice and slow, and a deep exhale out, trying to maintain this breath pattern throughout this flexibility session. Alright, coming up, shaking the legs off, You're going to come back into the hamstring stretch one more time, doing another 20 pulses here, reaching the hands forwards, trying to find that length through the hamstring. You can either look towards the knees or look up in this position, it doesn't matter. Here. And then finally, relaxing and grabbing the ankles, releasing into the stretch again. You can experiment with flexing the feet and seeing if this gives you a deeper stretch. You'll usually feel a little bit more nervy in this position. So depending what you like in your hamstring stretch, you can adjust that, having it flexed or pointed. You can always alternate in between doing reps, flexing and pointing the feet. Just letting the whole body relax, finding an inner calm as you do the stretching routine. From here, making your way up into a sitting position, you're going to come back on your back for a final lying stretch. Here you're going to bring the knee towards your chest, pulling it in towards your armpit, and then extending the leg out and bending again. If you cannot grab the heel, you can always grab further down your leg on your hamstring or your calf. There's always an option here if you have a yoga band, wrapping that around your foot. Just pausing the video if you need to grab that. Now we're just going to hold in this position with the leg extended, trying to pull it towards the ground or your head. And bending that leg to the ground and switching sides, bringing the other leg towards your chest and extending it out. Each time you bend the leg, you want to think of bringing the knee in towards the chest and then trying to keep it there as the leg extends. This is going to really intensify that stretch on the hamstring. You can also play with flexing the foot as you bend. And holding here with the leg extended. I like to try and press my heel into my arms to get a really nice extended leg, and then from there think of pulling the arms towards the head to deepen that hamstring stretch. I'm really enjoying this last final position. Here is me waving to someone as they go past, and then slowly coming back to a seated position when you are ready. That is this hamstring section complete. I hope you've enjoyed.